Alright, what's up? Be honest. Do you still feel stuck with the basic I like when you're speaking English? You know that feeling like something's missing for your speech to sound natural, like a native speaker. I totally get it, and the truth is, if you really want to unlock your English and impress people, you need to go beyond I like, and I know that's what you want, right? Native speakers have a little secret they never told you. But chill out. Today, here at Learn English Secrets, I'm going to reveal everything to you. Get ready to boost your vocabulary, expand your expressions, and finally sound fluent and confident in English. I'm going to guide you from basic to advanced, giving you an arsenal of incredible options so you never have to depend on I like again. Wanna flip the switch on your English once and for all? Then don't waste any more time. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the secrets we reveal here and get ready for a transformation in your English. The native speaker's secret for you to never use I like again is about to be revealed by Learn English Secrets. Get ready to unlock fluency in English and impress everyone. So, let's go. Basic no more. You know when you're taking your first steps in English and the first thing they teach you is that I like thing. Of course, it's super useful. We use I like a lot for everything, but let's be honest, using only it all the time gets a bit repetitive, don't you think? Just imagine you in a conversation wanting to tell a friend about the things you enjoy and only saying I like, I don't like, I like. At some point, the conversation loses its spark, right? We want so much more than that, agree? We want to have that fluid, natural conversation to show that our English is sharp, that we're not just at the basic level, that we can go beyond. And that's exactly what we're going to do here today, because repeating I like in every sentence can sound kind of boring, too basic. And we don't want to be basic, right? We want to show that our English has style, that we know how to express ourselves in different ways. So, how about we start boosting that vocabulary right now? Let's do it together. In this first level of our journey towards incredible English, we're going to learn how to use I like in a slightly more interesting way, give it a special touch, you know. And we're going to take those first important steps to get out of the basic level for good. And believe me, it's much easier than you think, and it will already make a huge difference in your speech, in your daily life, in your conversations. Ready to give this super upgrade to your like? I'm sure you are. Let's start by understanding exactly how to combine I like with different types of words so you don't get stuck in those simple sentences. And also, let's learn some extra little words, some special spices that will give a kick to your sentences, make everything more flavorful and expressive. So, ready to make your I like much more interesting and, best of all, more like how native speakers really talk? I know you are, and don't worry, we're not just going to focus on what you like, you know. If you also want to learn how to talk about what you don't like, what annoys you, what you hate, we're going to see that here too, no problem at all. After all, expressing your likes and dislikes is fundamental in any conversation, in any language, agree with me. So, take a deep breath, relax, and come with me in this super practical and fun class. I've prepared everything with a lot of care for you to unlock your English for good and start speaking with much more confidence and naturalness. Let's go together towards the next level of English. I'm sure you'll be surprised at how quick and easy this transformation can be. Enjoy love and hate. In the previous topic, we started taking the first steps to get out of the basic I like, remember? And now, let's climb another step on this journey. At the basic level, we can already give an up to our I like by using those little words we call adverbs of intensity. You know those very, so much, super. So how about boosting your I like to I really like or even I love? It's super simple, but you'll see how it makes all the difference when speaking and sounding more natural. To say that you like something a lot but really a lot, try using really like. Really means actually, truly. So instead of just saying, I like movies, how about you start using, I really like movies? I really like movies, I like movies a lot. See how it already sounds much more interesting, more complete. And you can use really like for everything. I really like pizza, I really like this song, I really like to study English. Try it out. Now, what about when you really love something, like overwhelming passion, true love, In these cases, the right word is love. It's much stronger and more expressive than a simple I like. I love pizza, I love music, I love my dog. Feel the difference? When you say, I love, you're showing that it truly enchants you, that you have a huge affection for it. So use love without fear when you want to express a strong feeling of really liking something. And don't forget the pronunciation, love with a V sound at the end, very soft. Now let's go to the opposite side, and to talk about what you don't like, we also have options to get out of the basic. To talk about something you don't really enjoy, that doesn't please you so much, use don't like. It's our standard don't like, I don't like crowded places, I don't like crowded places. I don't like rainy days, I don't like rainy days. Now, for what you hate that you really can't stand, the word is hate. Hate is a much stronger don't like, it's almost a detest. I hate Mondays, I hate Mondays. I hate traffic, I hate traffic. Did you notice how with just a few words with really like, love, don't like, and hate, we can already get out of the basic I like? And the best thing is that these structures are super easy to use and memorize. But hey, this is just the beginning, There's still much more for us to explore and make your English even more incredible. So before we continue to the next level, tell me here in the comments, what is one thing that you really like, one thing that you love, and one thing that you hate? I really want to know your preferences and take the opportunity to get to know you a little better. And don't forget to practice these new expressions, The more you use them, the more natural they will become in your speech. How about we move on to the intermediate level now and discover new, even more interesting ways to express your likes and dislikes. New ways to like. Let's learn some more elaborate, more sophisticated expressions now to replace that same old I like at an intermediate level. Get ready to sound more natural, more interesting, and much more confident in your conversations in English. Because, let's face it, the more variety we have in our vocabulary, the richer and more fluid our communication becomes, isn't it true? When you want to say that you really enjoy something, that you have a thing for something, that it pleases you in a special way. So, try using I'm fond of. Fond of is an elegant and slightly more formal way to say that you like something. It's not that overwhelming love of love, but it's liking with affection, I'm fond of classical music. I like classical music. I appreciate classical music. Do you notice how it sounds more refined than simply saying I like classical music? Another super cool option, and one that I love to use, is I'm keen on. Keen on is a more informal expression than fond of, but it still sounds much more interesting and natural than I like. I'm keen on photography. I really like photography. I enjoy photography. It's a cool, modern way to say you like something. And you can use keen on to talk about hobbies, activities you like to do, subjects that interest you. And for something even more informal, more modern, and super used by native speakers, use I'm into. I'm into is perfect for talking about hobbies, interests, things you really get involved in that catch your attention. I'm really into video games. I really like video games. I'm a big fan of video games. I'm into rock music, I enjoy rock, I like rock. Did you notice how these expressions already give an upgrade to your English? They're great for you to vary, to show that your vocabulary goes far beyond the basic I like. And the coolest thing is that you can choose the expression that best matches the context and your style of speaking. But hold on, it's not over yet. There are still more incredible options for us to explore and make your English even more complete and natural. In the next topic, we're going to dive into the world of loving passionately, We're going to explore how to talk about those things you truly love, those that you never get tired of doing or having. Curious to find out? So stick with me and let's go to the next level together. Love with passion. We've already seen several new ways to say that you like something, but now let's increase the intensity and talk about love. But not just any love, no, it's that passionate love, that love that gets you hooked, that makes you completely obsessed with something. When you like something so much, but so much that you can't stop, that you want more and more. So, at the intermediate level, we learn to express this intense love, this overwhelming passion with a super cool expression. I can't get enough of. Ready to sound like a completely passionate native speaker? I can't get enough of literally means I don't get tired of, or I don't have enough of. It's perfect for talking about that song you listen to repeatedly without getting bored, That series you binge-watch non-stop, episode after episode, and always want more. Or that food you eat every day and never get tired of, it's so delicious. Imagine you're addicted to a new movie, one of those that captivates you from beginning to end and leaves you wanting more. Instead of just saying, I like this movie a lot, which is okay, but a bit basic, you can use, I can't get enough of this movie. I can't get enough of this movie. I'm addicted to this movie. Do you see the difference? It's much stronger, much more expressive. It really shows how much you're loving it. Other examples, of course, I can't get enough of this coffee, for that coffee that makes you feel like you're on cloud nine, that gives you energy for the whole day. I can't get enough of this coffee. I'm addicted to this coffee. I can't get enough of spending time with my friends, for those moments with friends that you cherish too much, that make you very happy. I can't get enough of spending time with my friends. I love spending time with my friends. This expression is super useful for you to show enthusiasm, passion, that sparkle in your eyes when you talk about something you really love. And the best thing is that it's easy to use and understand. Just practice a little and you'll get the hang of it quickly. Now, how about we change the subject a bit and learn how to talk about that loathing, those things that we simply can't stand, that drive us crazy. In the next topic, we're going to talk about not liking, but with much more intensity, with much more emotion. Ready to unleash your hater side in English, so let's go for it. Detest with style. We've reached the moment to talk about what we detest, that we can't stand at all. Just as we've learned several ways to say that we love something, we also have much more interesting and expressive options to say that we detest something, to go beyond the basic I don't like, which, let's face it, sometimes doesn't express all our aversion, does it? So now, we're going to learn two super useful expressions that are widely used by native speakers. I can't stand and I can't bear. I can't stand and I can't bear basically mean the same thing. I can't stand, I can't take it, it's not for me. They're strong expressions that demonstrate a great aversion to something, a deep dislike. It's a level above I don't like, it's when you really don't tolerate it, it really annoys you. I can't stand is a little more common and informal, more used in everyday life. That situation that deeply annoys you, that drives you crazy? So you can use I can't stand to express that anger, that irritation. I can't stand waiting in line. I can't stand waiting in line. I hate waiting in line. Or, I can't stand people who talk loudly on the phone. I can't stand people who talk loudly on the phone. I hate people who talk loudly on their cell phones. Did you see how I can't stand is perfect for expressing those small everyday irritations, those things that really bother you? I can't bear, on the other hand, is a little more formal and dramatic. It's as if you're saying, I can't bear it, it's unbearable for me. It's a more intense, more emotionally charged can't stand. For example, I can't bear being bored, I can't bear being bored, it's unbearable for me to be bored. Or, I can't bear the heat, I can't bear the heat is unbearable for me. Do you see the difference? I can't bear sounds a little stronger, more dramatic than I can't stand. Using these expressions, I can't stand and I can't bear, shows a greater command of the English language and helps you express your emotions in a much more precise and interesting way. And hey, are you enjoying learning these new ways to express yourself in English? If you're liking this class and feeling like you're learning a lot, take this moment and leave your like here on the video. This way, you show me that this type of content interests you and encourages me to bring even more tips and secrets of English for you. Like in a sophisticated way. Let's give you a super valuable tip now. Let's learn how to use the verb liking in a super elegant way. We are going to use a structure that will leave any native speaker speechless. Have a liking for. It's chic, it's sophisticated, it's the master touch that was missing in your English. Think with me, have a liking for is like saying to have an appreciation for, to have a taste for. You know that feeling that you don't just like but admire, really appreciate. That's exactly what this expression conveys. Imagine the scene, you're talking to someone about music and instead of dropping an I like jazz, you say I have a great liking for jazz music. Doesn't it sound much more refined? It's like you're saying you have a refined musical palette, you know? And the best thing is that there are several ways to use this structure to make your speech even richer. You can use have a great liking for when you want to emphasize that you like very much like, I have a great liking for Italian food. I love Italian food. I have a great appreciation, you know. Or, have a particular liking for, which is when you want to say that you have a special taste for something specific within a larger group. Like, I have a particular liking for classic rock within the rock genre. Within rock, I particularly like classic rock. Did you understand the nuance? And there still have a genuine liking for, which is to show that your taste is sincere, true, not just lip service. I have a genuine liking for helping people, for example, I really like helping people, it's a genuine appreciation. Do you notice how each variation gives a special touch to your sentence? But it doesn't stop there, there's another incredible expression for you to put in your arsenal, take a liking to. This is sensational for talking about something you've recently started to like, you know, when you took a liking to something. That's exactly the idea. I've taken a liking to hiking recently. I've taken a liking to hiking recently. Before I didn't even think about hiking, but now I'm addicted. I love it. Or, she's taken a liking to our new puppy. She's taken a liking to our new puppy. At first she was kind of indifferent, but now she loves the little guy. See how versatile this expression is. And to close with a golden key, prepare for this. Something is to my liking. This is the icing on the cake of sophistication. It means something is to my liking, something pleases me. It's perfect for talking about food, environments, or anything that pleases you. The food at that restaurant was really to my liking. The food at that restaurant was really to my liking. Too chic, right? Or, this apartment is very much to my liking. This apartment is very much to my liking. I loved the style, the location, everything. With these expressions, my friend, you will take your English to another level. It will sound elegant, cultured, and best of all, supernatural. So next time you go to say that you like something, try using have a liking for, take a liking to, or something is to my liking. You will see the difference it makes. Dislike with elegance. How about detesting elegantly too? It may sound funny, but that's right. Let's learn 2 more expressions that are pure refinement to replace that bland I don't like. Get ready to know, have an aversion to, and have a hatred of. Have you felt the power of these words? Have an aversion to means to have aversion to have repulsion for. It is a strong and formal way to express that you do not like something, but it is not just any dislike, it is something that causes you a certain discomfort, a repulsion even. You know, when just thinking about something you already feel a chill, it's kind of like that. I have a strong aversion to insects. I have a strong aversion to insects. Just seeing a cockroach already gives me chills, you know. Or, he has an aversion to public speaking. He has an aversion to public speaking. He is terrified. He can't stand the idea. Do you perceive the intensity of the expression? And if aversion is already strong, prepare to go up another level with have a hatred of. This one is for when you want to express an extreme dislike, a hatred even, you know. It's that loathing you have for certain things that drive you crazy. She has an extreme hatred of sci-fi movies. She has an extreme hatred of science fiction movies. She can't stand it. She detests it with all her might. Or, I have a hatred of traffic jams. I hate traffic jams. It's something that deeply irritates me. It gets on my nerves. It is important to note that hatred is a very strong word and should be used with caution, you know. Don't go around saying you hate everything. Reserve this expression for those things that you really detest with all your might, those that cause you a real repudiation. Aversion, on the other hand, is a bit milder but still elegant and effective in showing that you don't like something at all. It's like a step below hatred but still well above the simple don't like. Using these expressions, have an aversion to and have a hatred of, you show a much greater command of the English language and help you express your emotions in a much more precise and interesting way. Recap everything. Phew, we've come this far and how much new stuff we've seen today, huh? But calm down, take a deep breath. You don't need to worry about having memorized everything at first. We're going to do a super quick recap of all the incredible alternatives you've learned to boost your I like and send the basic I don't like into space. This way, everything stays fresh in your memory and you leave here with an arsenal of expressions ready to use. Let's remember quickly. We started there with the basics, giving an up to the I like with really like and love, remember? That really like for when you like a lot and the love for when you love passionately. And for the I don't like, we threw the hate into the game to show that you really detest something. Simple, direct, but super effective to give a get out of here to the basics. Then we advanced to the intermediate level and then things started to get interesting. We met the I'm fond of to say that you enjoy something in a more elegant way, the I'm keen on, which is more informal but even more stylish than the I like, and the I'm into, which is perfect for talking about hobbies and things you really get involved in. And to love passionately, we discovered the I can't get enough of, which is that expression for when you are addicted to something and never get tired. And for the negative side, to talk about things you don't like, we learned the I can't stand and the I can't bear to show that you can't stand, you can't bear certain situations or things. And finally, we arrived at the advanced level where sophistication reigned. We explored the have a liking for, the take a liking to, and the something is to my liking to show that you like something in an elegant and refined way. And to dislike with class, we learned the have an aversion to and the have a hatred of to express aversion and hatred with a lot of style. Phew, how many options, isn't it? Now you have a real arsenal of expressions to never sound repetitive or basic again when talking about your likes and dislikes in English. And best of all, you can choose the expression that best fits each situation and level of formality. It's like having a wardrobe full of amazing clothes. You choose the right piece for each occasion. And hey, tell me here in the comments which of these expressions are you already crazy to start using? Was there one that surprised you and you didn't even imagine existed? Share with me and the guys. Let's exchange ideas and practice together. And don't forget, practice makes perfect, so let's put it all into action. Practicing the variety. So, ready for the best part? Because now that you are an expert in expressions to like and dislike, it's time to put it all into practice, my friend. After all, it's no use knowing all this incredible theory if we don't get our hands dirty and start using it in everyday life, agree? It's like learning to swim. It's not enough to read a book about swimming, you have to jump in the pool and start practicing. So let's turn all this knowledge into fluency and naturalness in your English. The first golden tip is to start paying attention to how native speakers talk about their likes and dislikes. You know, when you're watching a movie, a series, listening to music in English, or listening to a podcast. So, sharpen your ears and pay attention to the expressions they use. Stay tuned to the little words and the structures they choose to talk about what they like and what they don't like. Try to identify the expressions we learned here, see how they are used in real contexts. It's a super fun and effective exercise to internalize the vocabulary and learn to use it naturally. Then, the second tip is to start practicing in your day-to-day life. You don't need to wait for the perfect opportunity to use these expressions, start practicing alone. You know, when you're in the mirror, in the car, in the shower. So, take advantage of these moments and start speaking out loud, use the new expressions, create sentences, talk about your likes and dislikes. The more you practice, even if alone, the more natural it will be when using it in a real conversation. And an extra tip, take those simple sentences with I like and I don't like that you always use and rewrite them using the new expressions we learned. You know that cliché, I like coffee, transform it into I'm really keen on coffee or I can't get enough of coffee. Do you see the difference? It's an instant upgrade. Do this with several sentences, transform your basic vocabulary into much more interesting and sophisticated expressions. And don't forget to vary the contexts. Use these expressions to talk about your hobbies, your favorite foods, the movies you love, the things that irritate you, your favorite places, everything that comes to mind. The more you vary the themes and situations, the faster you will master these structures and the more natural your English will sound. After all, variety is the soul of fluency. So don't waste time, start practicing right now. Choose a new expression per day and challenge yourself to use it in different sentences and situations. You will be surprised at how quickly your English will evolve. So, ready to put it all into practice and boost your English for good? I know you can. Be fluent and natural. Congratulations, my super English student. You have reached the end of our journey today and now you have a superpower in your hands. The power to sound much more fluent and natural when talking about your likes and dislikes in English. You can say goodbye to that repetitive and boring I like and say hello to a rich, expressive, and stylish vocabulary. You deserve a virtual hug for having come this far and for having dedicated yourself to learning all these incredible tips. Always remember, the key to fluency is variety. The more options you have to express yourself, the more natural and interesting your speech will sound. And the expressions we explored today are a giant step in that direction. You have opened up a range of possibilities for your English, and now you just need to start using and abusing all this knowledge. Don't worry if at first it seems a little strange to use these new expressions, it's super normal. But with constant practice, with repetition, and with application in everyday life, these expressions will become more and more natural and automatic. You will start thinking in English in a much more fluid and spontaneous way, and the right words will come to your mind without you even needing to translate in your head. And most importantly of all, have fun in this learning process. Learning a new language is an incredible journey, full of discoveries and challenges, and each new vocabulary you learn, each new expression you master, is a giant achievement to be celebrated. So, keep practicing, keep exploring, keep expanding your English more and more. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, don't be afraid to take risks, because making mistakes is part of learning and daring takes you further and further. Now you know the secret of native speakers to abandon the basic I like and sound truly fluent. Use and abuse these tips, put everything into practice, and get ready to impress everyone with your impeccable English. I'm sure you'll shine a lot. We've reached the end of another super secret video here at Learn English Secrets. And today you simply destroyed the basic I like, Now you have an incredible arsenal of expressions to never sound repetitive again and start speaking English like a true native speaker. From really like and love to give a boost to the basics, passing through I'm keen on and I can't get enough of to show that you're at the intermediate level until you reach, have a liking for, and have a hatred of to show off sophistication in the advanced level. Conclusion. Phew, a lot of stuff, right? But relax. With practice, all this will enter your mind and you will see how your English will take a giant leap. And speaking of giant leaps, if you enjoyed unraveling these secrets of native speakers and want to continue boosting your English, you already know what to do, right? Leave that big like down here to show that you are with me on this journey, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any secret that we reveal here every week. Agreed. And now, as usual, let's test your ears and see if you got everything right. Pay attention to this secret sentence from today's video. Native secret ditch I like and say. So, were you able to catch the secret sentence? Write here in the comments what you understood and complete this sentence in a super creative way. I want to see the guys killing it in the comments, With Learn English Secrets, English will have no more secrets for you. Keep practicing and keep discovering the Learn English Secrets by clicking on this video or this playlist right here. See you in the next video.